Hi everyone, this is Selvi. Today's topic is what are the best practices in daily stand-up meeting. So already we have discussed in one of the episode about daily stand-up event. Today we are going to talk about what are the best practices that we can follow for this event. Let's start with our first point. It's about time. So let's consider a distributed team. So when we say distributed team, maybe half of the team members are working from one part of the world and rest of the team members are from different part of the world. So what happens is time zone changes completely. Now for for a set of team members it's early morning to attend the daily stand up meeting. For rest of the team members it's late evening to attend this meeting. Two things may happen. One is they are very comfortable with this. Already they are set with this time and they can continue with that. Second thing is they really want to change the time. So always in the retrospective, raise a point whether time for daily stand up is comfortable for all team members or not. Maybe in this kind of situation, what may happen? Team who is actually staying late evening, they want to just swap the time so that they can start the day early and the rest of the team members can extend their day so that they can attend the meeting in the late evening. So it's possible. So always bring this topic for discussion in the retrospective meeting so the team can confirm. So whatever the comfortable time they feel and they can conclude on that timing for the daily stand up meeting. And the second thing is, again, I'm mentioning daily stand up meeting is for the team, not for Scrum Master and product owner. So, Scrum Master and product owner should not push any kind of time which is comfortable. The thing, what is comfortable for the team, whatever the time that is comfortable for the team, they should share that so that Scrum Master can facilitate and fix that time as the time for the daily stand up meeting. So it's all about the team who is going to decide when daily stand up meeting needs to happen. Second thing, this is especially these days most of the teams are working remote or some days we will be working remotely. In these kind of situations, it's always good to have face to face interaction. So even though you are connecting through some meeting channel, please always share the video so that it is a good connect. It is always a good opportunity to connect with your team members face to face. And especially for distributed teams, it is a very good practice always because you may not have a physical board or you will be attending late evening meetings or early morning. So you may not be available at office. So it will be really good to have a good connect with your team members. Always you can share your videos. It actually works very well, but it is also not a mandatory practice. It can also be again up to the team. If they feel very comfortable, you can use this option also, but definitely this is going to be really helpful in team bonding and a very good face to face interaction between the team members. And always one more thing I have observed is directly we will be starting, hey, yesterday I did this, I have taken care of this and I am going to work on this. Let's not get into that topic immediately. Let's have a quick icebreaker moment. So when I say icebreaker moment, I generally start something like this. How am I feeling today? So generally you can use as a Scrum Master, three smileys can be available for every person and they can either tick at the relevant smiley. The three smileys can be happy, neutral and sad. So the people can tick according to their names, whatever the feeling they have on that particular day, whether they are really feeling happy, they are feeling sad, they are neutral, they can share it. What is the advantage of this? There is no as such advantage here. It's not about the advantage. It's about a kind of like team bonding. Let's understand a scenario like I am sharing that I'm feeling sad. It can be because of any reason I'm not so keeping well, but I just want to connect and work for some time, but I may not be completely available because I'm not that great with my health. And second thing is like maybe I will be taking some time rest, so I will be on and off available in this particular day. So these kind of things can be expressed very well with this smiley. So, and also your team members gets a very good opportunity to understand how are you feeling today. So we may not be able to ask everyone, hey, how are you feeling today, uh, what's about today's plan. Those kind of things we may not be able to ask to everyone every day, but you are getting an opportunity to express your feeling, and this is also a very good icebreaker, and then to start the daily stand up meeting. So this is one thing. Even you can ask team members to just to say if they are feeling happy, just to say a word like awesome, and if they are feeling sad, uh, yeah, slightly okay, or neutral. Some words also you can use, not necessarily smiley, but it's all about like bringing a kind of team bonding with the help of this icebreaker as well. This also gives a good interaction between team members because of this activity. And the next one is when we are actually giving the opportunity to every team member to talk, it's not necessary we should go in the same order. Leave that also to the team. First, a person can voluntarily start, and then that person can call other team members' name, so that this makes every team member completely aware of who is talking, and when who may be calling my name, and when is my next turn, like that. Because this gives not like a routine work. It is like, okay, someone may be calling me today, and maybe I may be calling someone else tomorrow, like that. It will be keep changing, so it's not like a order. At the same time, it is also like a kind of like ad hoc calls, like anyone may be calling anyone, so it will be like a good thing to be always aware of what's happening in the call. So do not make the call or this meeting a routine one. Have it a little bit interactive in this way. And the next one is always set a parking lot. So when the meeting starts, during this icebreaker or just after the icebreaker, you can give a minute time for the team to share their parking lot topics. What is this parking lot topic means? There may be some points that they need to discuss with the team members. For example, I want to discuss something. I am a tester. I want to discuss something with my technical architect. So I want my technical architect to be aware that I need his or her time immediately after the stand up. So I am going to put this point and tag the person name. So if you are having a meeting, it is a distributed team, and you are actually connecting through a meeting. What you can do is, like in the chat window, you put whatever the title, quick discussion about search functionality, and tag the person name ABC. I need ABC's time. So that they will be aware that, okay, at the end of the meeting, I need to stay in this call. So like this, you can encourage team, so that there are two advantages. One is a person will be aware of, okay, fine, I need to stay in this call because someone is looking for my support. And second thing is, like, you can avoid these kind of discussions actually happening in the daily stand up meeting. So your meeting time is going to be very short, and it's going to be very crisp. At the same time, we are not actually deviating from any other topics as well. The topics that need to be discussed also getting actually discussed right after the meeting, so the person will also be aware. So encourage this kind of concept, so that you will be able to understand that what are the topics at the end of the meeting that needs to be discussed. And the next one is, whenever there are topics about status about the dependencies, or any kind of priority changes, or any discussions that's coming from the product owner or scrum master, do not ensure, and otherwise I can say it in this way, do ensure that this kind of discussions are not happening during the mid of the stand up meeting. Always take those things at the end. Once after all the topics are discussed and everyone is done with their uh, details, now scrum master and product owner can share this kind of information. Same is applicable to the technical architect. If there are any kind of discussions that is going to be discussed as part of any topic, how to implement this, or you can try out this option, this is an alternate option, those kind of discussions, please park it at the end of the meeting. so that you can discuss after that, so that you can discuss during the parking lot time and not during the actual daily stand up meeting. These all are the things just to ensure that everyone is not getting blocked in the meeting. They can actually drop off from the call, so that people who are going to discuss about the topic, they alone can stay in the call, just to ensure that we can do this. And next topic is, whenever especially this is again for distributed teams, mostly this will be helpful. What happens is, as I mentioned, late evening for some of the team members it will be late evening, and some of the team members it will be early in the morning. What happens is, uh, people who are at the late evening time, what they will be doing, they may be attending the call and immediately they may drop off because it's already too late. So what you can do is, like, you can give a kind of information to the team just to be available after this meeting for at least 30 minutes. Why this time is required and what is the importance of this time, the reason for this time and what is the importance is, you will get an opportunity. Okay, means team, if someone, for example, I am not actually in the same location as my team member, but I need some of my or I need to give support to my team member. So now, if I am dropping off, the other person need to wait till the next day, even though they know that there is an issue or they need to provide the support, they may not be immediately to help. So always give this kind of information to your team to ensure that they can stay after this meeting 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes, so that if someone is actually looking for your help, or if you are looking for someone's help, you will be immediately getting unblocked because they are able to share the time. It is completely understood that it's late evening, so that's the reason you need to plan the meeting accordingly. Again, give this opportunity for the team to think through and let them come with the time that is best suitable for them, right? So this is one more point that will be really helpful. And the next one is, so we talked about how to conduct meeting, and we talked about how to manage the meeting flow, and how to discuss about the parking lot items. I just want to talk about one more item, which is called as team goal for the day. What is this team goal? We all are aware of something called a sprint goal. What is the target as a team that we are setting to achieve in the sprint? That is called a sprint goal. Sprint goal is for the entire sprint. What we are trying to, for that entire sprint period, we are trying to uh, achieve that goal. But what is the goal for that particular day? Is it required? Everyone will be having a goal, right? Every individual will be having a goal. Okay, today I need to complete this work. I need to ensure that I am sending this code for review today. I need to ensure that my build is merged so that it is available for testing tomorrow. So like that, we have our own goals getting set for a particular day. Why can't we have some kind of common goal for the team? Is it required? Yes, it is required. In many cases it will be really beneficial. What are those cases? We are not working on silos, we are working as a team. So the integration factor is very, very important. My work getting integrated with someone else's work, or someone is looking for my work closure, or I am looking for someone else's work to be getting completed so that I can use it. So these all are certain things that we look as a team. So why can't we set some common team goals, whatever is applicable for most of us? Like for example, you have so many work items available in the column of testing. Now why can't we set as a goal just to uh, sit with the tester for at least 1 to 1.5 hours today, and then uh, support the tester with some of the high level testing, like at least a level of sanity test, and give a kind of report to the tester, so the tester will be able to understand if there is any blocker that needs to be resolved immediately, or the build is even good for testing. Those kind of information a tester will be getting. So when you need to support the tester, why can't we take it as a team goal and achieve it? Because if we sit as a team for 1 hour and plan this activity, it is going to be helpful for the tester, and everyone also will gain confidence. Okay, now the build is really stable, and we may not expect any kind of showstoppers from this build. That is one of the thing. Next thing is, next one more example I can give is, you have too many items for review. too many items. One of the other way, everyone is going to contribute in the review. Now we understood that there are too many items in the review column. We need to resolve this as early as possible, because otherwise things will not move further. Now what we can do, we can have a session for 1 hour, or we can sit as a group for 1 hour, and let's review then and there. Directly we will sit and review and close it, so that in that particular amount of time things will move very fast. That is our team goal. So the goal for the team for that particular day is just to resolve this item. So similarly, what we can collectively contribute, what are the things that are blocking us or may block us tomorrow, we need to understand that, and accordingly we need to plan. So this is very important to set the team goal. So at the end of the stand-up meeting, as a team, we can come up with what is the team goal that we are looking for, and what we can really do it and achieve it today. So like this, every day we can set the team goal, which is going to be really helpful for the team. And the next one is, and the last one as well, we can actually have quick games at the end of the daily stand-up meeting. May not be every day, because it may not be feasible. On Fridays, or maybe some day which actually team is feeling comfortable, you can set extra 10 minutes or 15 minutes for a quick game, so the team will be able to have a good kind of refreshing session after the stand-up meeting, and to start the day. Or maybe for some people, they may be ending the day, and because it's already late evening, they may be just closing the day for that particular day. Maybe whatever may be the time, you can plan this, because this is also really helpful to bring all of us as a team. This is going to be really helpful. So I think these are the best practices I want to cover. I think most of the points, whatever it is applicable for both co-located as well the distributed teams, I have shared as best practices. You can try these things, whatever it's feasible. And again, express all these options and suggestions, discuss with your team, come up with much more best practices that will really work for your team, and then make it as a practice, make it as a make it as part of your daily stand-up meeting, which is really helpful, so that it will be a good practice to follow. I hope this episode would have helped many of you in understanding the best practices that can be implemented or used in daily stand-up meeting. Thank you everyone for listening. Happy learning, and stay tuned.